Hello, Stephen Hawking here. On another adventure to my favorite places. Unfortunately, things are not going too well. I seem to be surrounded by a fleet of heavily armed spaceships. They don't look happy to see me. So, how did I get into this mess? Well, I've been searching for something my whole life. Something to explain a world that is by turns kind and cruel, beautiful and confusing. A single all-encompassing idea that can explain the nature of reality. Where it all came from. And why we exist at all. The theory of everything. And now, I think I found the answer. This particular adventure is just a few days old. It began when I took a trip here to Dorset, England. The site of my fondest childhood memories. This is where I spent glorious summer holidays as a boy. We always stayed in a rickety gypsy caravan, which my dad had hidden in a field. It's a beautiful place. But what really captured my imagination on those long summer days was these fossils. Remnants of a time when terrifying monsters ruled the earth. Hidden beneath the rock, waiting for curious young boys to find them. They were the first clue that made me realize what a remarkable species we are. The only one that has ever been aware there's a whole cosmos beyond the sky. The key to unlocking the theory of everything is understanding our place in the universe. And we don't have to go too far to discover just how precarious our existence is. Venus is like Earth in so many ways. A sort of cosmic kissing cousin. But she's a great example of the dangers we face back home. She's almost the same size as Earth. A touch closer to the Sun. She even has an atmosphere. Which means I can do something I've always wanted to try. Good job, I wore protection. These clouds are sulfuric acid. Too late to turn back now. The only way is down. There's beauty here too, though. And possibly life. Perhaps airborne bacteria, floating here in the clouds. But now things are getting deadlier. Little could survive down here. The pressure is approaching 90 times that on Earth, enough to crush a submarine. And the temperature is pushing over 200 degrees. Time to toughen up a little. The pressure and temperature are getting so immense that the atmosphere's not technically the gas anymore. It's a supercritical fluid, halfway between gas and liquid. It's a lethal combination, but the resistance is actually slowing me down, cushioning my fall. Which is how Russian probes managed to make it to the surface. They even took photos for a few minutes before they were fried. Although, I'm guessing they had a slightly better drop zone than this. Maybe this isn't one of my favorite places after all. I hope this suit is lava-proof. That was cutting it close. Venus could so easily have been another Earth. But being just a bit closer to the sun caused a runaway greenhouse effect. And if we are not careful, the same could happen on Earth. So, next time you meet a climate change denier, tell them to take a trip to Venus. I'll pay the fare. To create a theory of everything, we must consider how we came to exist. Venus shows us just how improbable that was. One tiny change, and humans wouldn't exist at all. Growing up, my father wanted me to study medicine, as he did. But I chose physics, because I realized only physics could provide the answers I was looking for. Not just how things work, but why. To understand our true place in the universe, we need to know both. For most of human history, we believed that our sun was a divine power, the source of all life, orbiting us. But around 500 years ago, we realized the Earth orbited the sun. It was the beginning of a new realization that we are not at the center of things. How the sun worked, providing us with energy, remained a mystery for centuries. hidden beneath its blinding glare. So, we're going to need a bit of an upgrade if we want to see what's truly cooking. Incredible. The surface looks alive. It's covered in ripples, like a pond, creating an incredible sound. The sun's heartbeat. It's the sound of the energy that gives us life. What processes are churning within to create something so remarkable? Only one way to find out. I have a feeling it's going to be a bumpy ride. Listen. The sound of the sun is changing. Shifting frequency and tone as we pass through different layers, each hotter and more violent than the last. From the near vacuum of the corona, towards the denser, radioactive core. We need to go deeper, right to the heart of the sun, to see the remarkable process that fuels all this. We'd better make this quick. The ship can only sustain so much. The temperature and pressure are immense. Hydrogen is crushing in on itself, surrounding us with superheated plasma. It's like being inside a hydrogen bomb that just keeps exploding. An eternal conflagration, fusing hydrogen into helium and releasing energy. It's amazing that this is the power source that keeps our hearts beating and our minds thinking. Life, powered by lethal radiation. But, if I know anything about nuclear fusion, I know it's not a great idea to spend too much time around it. Hold on tight. When people used to call the sun a god, they weren't that far from the truth. It gives life to almost everything on Earth. But, in discovering how it does, we have stumbled across a bigger mystery. One that few scientists like to talk about. You see, the laws of physics would only have to be very minutely different for the sun to be cold and dark. For nuclear fusion to fail to ignite. For its heart not to beat. So, why should such a perfectly balanced system exist in our universe? It's enough to give an atheist nightmares. It's these fundamental mysteries that drive me on my quest for a theory of everything. What can explain the strange serendipity of our universe? Could it be a computer simulation? Is our reality just lines of code running on a cosmic supercomputer? Or, perhaps, the universe was manufactured by intelligent beings in another dimension. In a universe like ours, the possibilities are endless. And, as strange as those theories sound, I believe the truth is stranger still. They say truth can be found in beauty. And this is one of the most beautiful places I know. But there's far more here than meets the eye. In 1994, Hubble took this photo. It hinted at something incredible happening within those swirling clouds. But here's the catch. The light used to make that photo took over 7,000 years to reach Earth. These beautiful pillars are probably gone now. Part of the great cosmic cycle of birth and death. So, to visit them and peer inside, we're going to have to travel not just in space, but in time. Luckily, I've got some practice at this. They're more beautiful than I could have ever imagined. Look. Gas and dust from these clouds is being pulled inwards by its own gravity. The pressure in there must be incredible. I think something truly spectacular is about to happen. The birth of a star. Just like our own sun. This place has been nicknamed the Pillars of Creation for a reason. Some people believe the heavens and the earth were created in 6 days. Others, that they were formed during the Big Bang. But they are both wrong. Those pillars are actually the remnants of earlier supergiant stars, gone critical. In order for a sun and planets like ours to be born, an entire generation of giant stars had to live and die before them. And here is the remarkable thing. It takes around 7 billion years for that to happen. Our sun is just over 4.5 billion years old, and the universe is only 13.7 billion. So, you and I came into existence at precisely the time it became possible, and not a moment later. I can see why some people find it also miraculous that they imagine the hand of a creator at work. After all, it is easy to believe there might be a grand design built to allow us to exist. But to me such a God is unknowable, and I need to know. A theory of everything cannot have holes in it. My parents taught me that nothing is outside the reach of the rational mind, if you are willing to search hard enough. That's why I'm now supporting a new $100 million project called Breakthrough Starshot. Developing the technology to explore other worlds. A fleet of tiny laser-powered nanocraft blasted into space at 1/5 the speed of light, designed to explore other solar systems. After all, if the universe is so perfectly designed for life, where are all the aliens? The first place we are sending these craft is here. The closest star to our own, orbited by multiple planets, some similar to ours, like Proxima Centauri b. When the Starshot nanocraft arrive here, they'll be able to start collecting data and beaming it back to Earth. Who knows what we'll find? Is life on Earth truly as unique, special, and designed as it seems? Are we the only ones in this universe? The nanocraft should be here in about 20 years' time, so we're in for a bit of a wait. Who am I kidding? I haven't got that long. Incredible. Those don't look natural. Let's get a closer look. Ruins. Proxima Centauri is about 200 million years older than our sun. So, if evolution followed a similar timescale here, intelligent life would have coincided with the age of the dinosaurs. Maybe our children will come fossil hunting here one day. Perhaps the reason we've not seen or heard from aliens isn't that they don't exist, but that intelligent life never lasts very long. The way we're going, we'll be lucky if we last another 1,000 years. I wonder how this alien race managed to destroy itself. I have a horrible feeling I'm about to discover the answer. It looks like some form of artificial intelligence. Time to get out of here, I think. Let's give it some gas. It's a good job this ship is designed to deal with anything. Well, almost anything.